Most dog owners believe danger comes from something their dog picks up outside or from what a stranger might offer them. But the truth is that the most serious risks come from inside the house, from the seasoning on your lunch, the weakened slice of cake, or that harmless piece of fruit that falls on the floor. And no one does this out of carelessness. In fact, every owner does it trying to be kind. But once we understand how each food behaves inside a dog's body, it becomes clear that even small biochemical details can mean extra years of life or an emergency hospitalization. Today, you're going to learn which forbidden foods many owners still offer without knowing the risks and what each one actually does inside your dog's body. And the first one is probably in the last meal you cooked. Before we talk about the foods, there's something essential to understand. A dog's metabolism is completely different from ours. What your body handles easily can cause cell damage, systemic inflammation, or even organ failure in a dog. That's why each item below isn't just a danger. It's a real, measurable, and scientifically documented mechanism. 1. Onions and garlic. Onions and garlic contain thiosulfates, substances capable of oxidizing hemoglobin and destroying red blood cells. In a dog's body, this process triggers hemolytic anemia, a serious condition where the body can no longer transport oxygen properly. Even small, repeated amounts can cause cumulative damage, making this toxicity a silent threat. The critical point is that there is no safe form. Raw, sautéed, fried, roasted, all of them remain toxic. In practice, any food seasoned with garlic or onion should be avoided. The technical recommendation is simple. Always separate your dog's portion before seasoning your food. And as surprising as this may be, the next item is even more dangerous. 2. Chocolate and cocoa products. Chocolate contains theobromine, a methylxanthine that dogs metabolize extremely slowly. While humans eliminate this compound quickly, dogs accumulate it, leading to progressive intoxication. Clinically, this causes vomiting, tremors, rapid heartbeat, and in severe cases, seizures. The darker the chocolate, the higher the theobromine concentration, and the higher the risk. Cocoa powder, brownies, cakes, and cookies are dangerous too, even if they look lighter. Anything containing cocoa should be kept far away from your dog. And just like chocolate, there's another small, innocent-looking food that can cause devastating damage to the kidneys. 3. Grapes and raisins. Grapes and raisins can trigger acute kidney failure in dogs. The exact mechanism is still unclear, but clinical studies show that even a single grape may be enough to cause vomiting, lethargy, and loss of appetite within hours, followed by sudden renal failure. The most alarming part, there is no safe amount. Sensitivity varies drastically between dogs. Any ingestion should be treated as a veterinary emergency. This extreme risk is a perfect example of how a natural food can be highly harmful, just like the next fruit many people consider healthy. 4. Avocado. Avocado contains persin, a toxin that can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and in rare cases, heart issues in dogs. While toxicity varies, the presence of persin in the pulp, peel, and pit makes avocado unsuitable for canine consumption. On top of that, its high-fat content can trigger pancreatitis, a painful and dangerous inflammation. Many owners confuse healthy for humans with safe for dogs, but a dog's metabolism is far less tolerant to excess fat. And speaking of fermentation and fat, there's a food that can cause a double type of intoxication, mechanical and chemical. 5. Raw dough with yeast. Raw dough with yeast continues to rise inside a dog's stomach, producing gas and causing severe abdominal distension. This can lead to gastric torsion, a life-threatening surgical emergency. At the same time, fermentation produces ethanol, causing alcohol intoxication, a rapid and extremely dangerous condition. Symptoms include vomiting, disorientation, lethargy, and a visibly swollen abdomen. Even small amounts can lead to serious complications. And if you think only raw foods can be this risky, wait until you see what fatty foods can do. 6. Fatty foods and chicken skin. Fatty foods, such as fried food, barbecue leftovers, and chicken skin, aren't exactly toxic, but they overload the pancreas. This can trigger pancreatitis, a painful inflammation associated with vomiting, abdominal pain, and risk of organ failure. Repeated small amounts are enough to increase the risk significantly. Besides pancreatitis, excess fat contributes to obesity, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammatory processes that put long-term stress on the dog's body. That just a little piece that seems harmless actually triggers a whole metabolic cascade. And if excess fat can cause so much internal damage, there's another kind of risk, not toxic but mechanical, capable of causing immediate and very visible harm. 7. Cooked bones. Cooked bones break easily and form sharp fragments that can perforate the esophagus, stomach, or intestines. These injuries cause internal bleeding and often require emergency surgery. Many owners believe dogs have always eaten bones, but overlook the fact that cooking completely changes the bone structure. In addition to perforations, bones can cause intestinal blockage, especially if the dog swallows large pieces. Signs include excessive drooling, abdominal pain, and difficulty passing stool. Knowing these dangers completely changes the way you look at your dog's food. Every choice you make, every treat, every tiny piece builds health or opens the door to serious problems. What are you going to do with this new knowledge? Keep acting on autopilot or finally take on the role of a truly responsible owner? Your dog depends on you to make choices they can't make on their own. If this video opened your eyes, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Here you'll learn how small habits can add years to your best friend's life.